Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming today. Welcome to the wonderful city of Leeds. I think the greatest atmosphere in British boxing. You're about to see it live and up close this Saturday night for a World Championship triple header live on DAZN. Around 12,000 people getting ready to see if Josh Warrington can become a two-time world champion against reigning IBF world champion Kiko Martinez from Spain. Welcome to everybody here. We've got a tremendous fight card this weekend, of course. Less than 2 weeks off the back of one of the greatest nights I think we've ever seen in British boxing, when Lee Wood beat Michael Conlan in the 12th round in Nottingham, coming off the back of another thrilling show in San Diego when Chocolatito beat Julio Cesar Martinez, and coming up the action just doesn't stop. Of course, in a couple of weeks Gennady Golovkin will attempt to unify the middleweight division against Murata in Japan, live on DAZN. Conor Benn returns to the Manchester Arena against Van Heerden. Katie Taylor will headline at Madison Square Garden for the undisputed World Championship against Amanda Serrano, and the week after Canelo Alvarez will challenge Dimitri Bivol for the WBA Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. All live on DAZN, the unrivaled global home of boxing. But first, it's Leeds for a lot of fun, and we're ready to talk to all the fighters up here and on the table below us as well. As I said, a great undercard on Saturday. I'm going to start with Moylette Wright. Marley, this is a big fight for you, the Matrix. A rematch, a draw last time out. Firstly, I want to say, made your professional debut at Headingley. Looked $1 million. Second fight, a draw, over 4 rounds. A rematch for you on Saturday. You have to put this right.
Yeah, 100%. I'm ready for this one. Last time out, that wasn't the Matrix. It's Matrix Reloaded this time, and I'm going to put on a spectacular performance. I'm not sure how many rounds we're doing this time. 4, 6. I'm not making it go the distance, though.
Obviously, the professional debut was at Headingley, huge stadium fight, which was difficult to do. The next fight, you know, in more humble surroundings as well, but can't afford any mistakes on Saturday.
No slip-ups. You'll see what I'm about this time round. You saw in Headingley, I was fast, accurate, and my opponent didn't want to know. He's going to be in for a rude awakening this time round. I've been traveling, sparring, I've been getting all the rounds in, I've been doing all the right work. Me and the team in the gym, we've been working on technical stuff, endurance stuff, and I can't see what he's going to do to stop me this time.
Well, Marley, good luck. Must win for you on Saturday night. Corey O'Regan. Corey, welcome. 5-0. Big show for you to be a part of course. Expecting an incredible atmosphere. Big moment for you, and looking forward to performing on Saturday.
Yeah, obviously the stage is a big stage, so I want to put on a good performance, look good in front of, like, it's my home crowd as well, innit? That's the thing. So yeah, and like always, the preparation and stuff for this one has been ideal, really. I mean, I sparred Dalton, Maxi, you know what I mean? So we've all been in some good spars, so more than ready to put on a good performance.
And obviously the man up here to my left, Josh Warrington, been carrying boxing in this city for a number of years now. Looking forward to getting a win for yourself and sitting back and watching Josh try and become a 2-time world champion.
Of course, yeah, as always, it's going to be a class show. But yeah, get my win out of the way, and then I get to sit back and watch some good boxing as well from not just Josh, but everyone on this card.
Thanks, Corey. When we talk about great amateurs, Callum French, one of the best amateurs GB's produced for many, many years. Great debut last time out in Liverpool. Callum, 1-0. I know you enjoyed that so much. I heard you on the live stream saying you couldn't stop smiling when you were ring walking there for your debut. And a good performance against a tough opponent, and ready to go 2-0 on Saturday.
Aye. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Matchroom and DAZN, for getting us on another massive card. These are the cards you dream about being on, coming through the amateurs. But yeah, it was a good debut. I was pleased with it. A good, durable Russian. Was no walkover. He was in there to fight, and he gave us a good match-up for my debut. But looking be as active as possible this year, and push on and get as much experience as I can.
Yeah, obviously with your amateur experience, got so much time that you've boxed around the world in different countries. Do you feel that you can move a little bit faster? I know it's important to be active as well, but we saw you start really fast in that fight, very aggressive as well early on, and you got straight into the groove.
Yeah, I don't see why I need to be held back much at all, to be honest. I obviously just take it one fight at a time. Looking past no one, especially on Saturday night, going to get this job done, but Matchroom need a new north-east star, someone to sell out the them arenas up in Newcastle, and I believe I'm the man for the job.
And of course, valuable rounds with Conor Benn for this camp as well. Obviously, facing Chris Van Heerden, the southpaw. Been good experience down at Simsey's gym sparring Conor Benn in preparation for this fight.
Aye, priceless experience for this point in my career. Obviously, with me only having one fight, Conor being on the verge of world titles now, it's unbelievable experience. Not just sparring with him, but like he was picking us up from the hotel, spending the week with him, seeing how he trains, how he eats, how he rests up, how he sleeps and stuff. It's all that helped us in my experience with him.
Look forward to seeing you in action on Saturday night. Callum French, one of the top young professional stars now in this country and the world. That's our Before the Bell section, live on DAZN Boxing YouTube around the world, and Matchroom Boxing YouTube as well. We go to the main broadcast. Opening up, Sky Nicholson against Beck Connolly. Beck, firstly, over to you. You are always ready to fight. You sent me a direct message, I think, a week ago, saying, if Sky Nicholson needs an opponent, I'm ready. I've been training, always ready to go, and ready to give it your all on another big TV show this weekend.
Yeah, I love a scrap, don't I? Just there wasn't a role for me. So as far as I'm concerned, I went out and got what I wanted and created my own role for myself, because I was never going to be a walkover, and I'm not the elite, but the people turning over, if they want to get to the top, they've got to come through the gatekeeper. I've made that job role for myself now, and I'm going to keep it for a few years.
Some of the defeats you've suffered, have been coming at late notice. I can't remember if it was the Ramla Ali fight. You've fought so many great fighters. For Ebanie, you've boxed also Ellie Scottney in her debut as well. You've had to sort of fight some at late notice, but you obviously had another fight prepared in a couple of weeks' time. You're fit, you're ready, and facing a very, very good fighter in Sky Nicholson, fresh off a US debut. But you understand the sport now, but still a very, very dangerous challenge for any prospect.
Oh, absolutely. And that's it. I train anyway. I train even if I wasn't boxing. I love training. And I have taken quite a few fights on a day's notice, because I do stay ready and I do love what I do. And some things have got in the way, and I've made some mistakes with some opportunities I've had, but I'm not going to let that stop me. And I'll keep the smile on my face and keep trying till the day that I retire.
Well, we always know you come to fight, everyone. Love to see you in action. Sky, welcome to your UK debut after a fantastic American debut just 3 weeks ago. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. You were lucky enough to fight in San Diego. Now you're really lucky enough to fight in Leeds as well. Looking forward to your second pro fight this weekend.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I promised the fans that I was going to be active, and I'm definitely living up to that 3 weeks out, back in.
Last time in San Diego, I can't deny myself, Eddie Lamb, and a lot of people a bit concerned about going to San Diego, fighting a 3-0 opponent from San Diego with a huge Mexican crowd there as well. But very calm, very relaxed, won every round, and a great experience.
Yeah, I have confidence in my ability, and I know what I'm capable of, and I want to test myself against the best. So, I'm going to keep putting my hand up to fight the best girls.
This time, a different kind of opponent, like Beck said, almost like a gatekeeper to all these prospects coming through. Some slip up against her as well, but a very, very tough opponent, someone that you're expected to do rounds against as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm expecting a tough fight. I know Beck comes to fight, and she's no pushover, so I'm just focusing on having a good performance and showing everyone a side of me that they haven't seen yet.
Look forward to seeing fight number 2 for you at the weekend against Beck Connolly. This is a great, great fight. Dalton Smith against Ray Moylette, the WBC International Super Lightweight Championship on the line. A really, really good fight. 2 outstanding amateurs. Ray Moylette, European gold medalist, world champion as well as an amateur. Already got plenty of professional experience. Dalton Smith, in my eyes, one of the best prospects in world boxing. In fact, I don't even think we can call him a prospect anymore. Already fighting for championship fights, ready to go and fight for the British title as well. But Ray Moylette stands in the way. Paddy and all the teams, Pascal Collins. Well, we can call you Paddy as well, Pascal. And he's been asking for a shot for Ray Moylette for a long, long time. Ray, you've got it. Tough fight against Dalton Smith, but a fight a lot of people are very excited about.
Eddie, first off, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Yourself, DAZN, Matchroom, Frank Smith, and Packy Collins as well. I've been reaching out to Matchroom for a long time, because Matchroom is is the benchmark for boxing, especially in England and Ireland. So I'm just grateful to have the opportunity, and I was in a position to take it, and I'm ready for it.
A lot of people felt that when you turned professional, you know, you were a future world champion in the weigh-ins as well. You've been looking for opportunities. Only one defeat on the record. I know could have gone either way, that fight as well. But this is a massive moment for you. Victory on Saturday night would put you in the top 15 in the world rankings as well. Likely give you continued action on the TV platforms as well. It's a golden chance for your career.
Of course, and you know, we all started boxing years ago, and it was the dream to fight on the big shows, the big cards, and thankfully I'm in an opportunity now to do that. But you know, I've been on the couch for the last 3 years. Pandemic came and it sidelined a lot of boxers. I didn't have the back end, but thankfully I kept myself in shape and kept myself ready and kept myself in a position that when the opportunity came, I knew you'd come calling at some stage, but I didn't think it'd take 3 years on the couch to get your call. But thankfully it did, and I was ready for it. So, you know, I've travelled the world with the Irish team. I was a top amateur as well, as Dalton was. So I've been around the boxing game for a long time. I've been in the ring with, no offence to Dalton, I've been in the ring with better lads than them. I've beat better lads than them. I'm here as an opponent for Dalton on paper, but in reality, I won the lotto when I got the opportunity to fight him, because I was expecting to get a much harder fight on one of your shows, and I'm delighted that you've given me the opportunity as an opponent, but I'm not really the opponent at the end of the day. I'm just coming off the couch and ready to take over. You said he's the best prospect in world boxing, but I'm ready to change that on Saturday night.
You really believe you win this fight on Saturday?
I wouldn't take it otherwise, Eddie. I was offered 3 or 4 fights with other matchmakers. I know my abilities, I know my levels, I know my limits, and I didn't take them fights. I'd rather stay on the sideline and pretend that I could blame COVID and blame this, but I knew I wasn't able to beat them lads, and that's the truth about it. But you gave me the opportunity to fight this man, and I took it. So there's only one reason. I've 3 years very inactive on the fight scene, not training. My career was at a standstill. I'd be daft not to take this fight that I can win, and it's the stuff of dreams really, that I can do it on the big show on a big card in front of all the amazing fans here.
Well, good luck to you, Ray. Dalton.
Thank you very much, Eddie.
I like the way he talks. We know we got a real fight on Saturday. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted for a long time. Even after a very, very short professional career, yourself, STN, Sean, Paul, everybody wanted to move you quicker than we anticipated. By far the toughest fight of your career this weekend.
Of course, and you know, obviously my last couple of fights now have been step-ups, and you know that these are the fights we've been asking for, and for the more titles, and obviously the fight what originally was made that got you know, that fell through. So then we got asked for Ray Moylette, so we looked at him and we said, yeah, he's the perfect opponent for, you know, for my next fight. So I know what Ray's about. He knows what I'm about. You know, we're no mugs to the game. You know, we've been around the world in the amateur games. We've experienced it. He's fought every style he's out there. You know, some of the great names who came through the amateurs, and you know, he's a 12-1 as a professional. So he's not got a padded record the same as I haven't. You know, we haven't achieved what we've achieved by, you know, playing at the game. So generally we're two top fighters who's going ahead for the title on Saturday night. So it's going to be a great fight, and it's going to be very entertaining.
When you turned professional, you probably didn't get the huge amateur wins and accomplishments that many thought you might, and you may have gone slightly under the radar. But as a pro, particularly people in boxing talking about you very, very highly, do you feel the pressure to not just win on Saturday, but look very good doing it?
There's always going to be pressure on a prospect who comes up, because there's high hopes on them. But you know, I'm confident in my abilities. I know the level where I'm going to get at, and this is just a stepping stone for me. And obviously, Ray's no easy opponent. You know, it's a tough challenge what I've got on Saturday night, but I've got to bring something more than what I have in, you know, my previous 9 fights as a professional, and you know, you're going to see that.
Well, I don't want to start any trouble, but Ray did say that you're a stepping stone, just to let you know.
Of course, but
See if we can take that bigger stride first.
isn't that why I'm here? That Frank Smith gave me the fight because I'm a stepping stone. Because I was at the top level 3 years ago, we could say, but I never got the call to fight any of your prospects because maybe you were afraid, maybe you weren't, but I never got the call. I got the call now because I'm inactive on the record, but that's it. So that's why I got the call. So I'm happy enough to be a prospect, happy enough to be a stepping stone, if that's what gives me my shot.
Good. Well, thank you for taking the call. Thank you for accepting the challenge. Look forward to a great fight. Dalton Smith, Ray Moylette, WBC international title on Saturday night. We go to the top table. One fight I just cannot wait for on Saturday. I've listened to both of these guys speak yesterday. Maxi Hughes, the Cinderella man, I guess, of British boxing right now, the IBO world champion against Ryan Walsh, long-standing British champion at featherweight, moves up and looks so comfortable at lightweight. Ryan, I guess it must be quite strange for you sitting here one day out from the weigh-in with a huge smile on your face, really enjoying the lightweight division, really enjoying the challenge and ready for a great fight on Saturday.
Definitely, really enjoying not being hungry, thirsty, and yeah, just the usual stuff that I think all my counterparts are probably feeling. It's it's very alien to me.
I heard you yesterday talking about your desire to have a great fight with Maxi Hughes, a war with Maxi Hughes. Is that, a little bit of that, a little bit of mind games and gamesmanship to draw him in to that kind of fight? We know that very good technician Maxi Hughes and boxed extremely well against Straffon as well. Is that the kind of fight you want? You talked about the Wood Condon fight and how much you enjoyed it, and you said you're ready for a fight like that on Saturday.
That's exactly it. If any of the fighters up here haven't seen that fight, you need to watch it. It's inspiring, and I do call to Maxi. You showed it when you caught Saffron, that you've got that in you. It's not a natural thing for you. You're a southpaw. Natural southpaws like to go where. So I'm calling that upon you. I'm beckoning you. I'll stand in the middle of the ring.
No,
Let's give the
let's give the
fans
a couple of times, so I know what moves.
I beckon to you to bring out your warrior. Let's see. Let's adhere to the warrior card, because no one's fought me yet, and not for a sustained period. Even the two that beat me, they haven't fought me. So I call that to you, Maxi. You want to fight? You want to inspire everyone else? I was inspired by Condon. I was inspired by Lee Wood. It was phenomenal.
All my intentions are to pay mortgage off.
and that's smart. See, that's smart. That's a southpaw out and out. That's smart, and I agree with you. But I haven't had a fight of the year. I haven't even been close to a fight of the year. And you've just been nominated for one of the boxers of the year. Let's do it. Why not? We've got 12 rounds. So there is a long time, and a fight will break out. But when it does, I just don't want you running away, Let's have a fight. Let's entertain the people. There's 11,000 people there. Let's make them, we can entertain them, we can make them make more noise.
If you have Robbie Williams, let me entertain you for your music then.
Not a chance. I'm going to entertain with these. That's all I've ever tried to do is entertain with these. I'm not the big fan with the mouth, but I do. I call that upon you. I call it, you're the champion now. I'm coming to get that off you. We all know that's the obvious thing. But then, how are you going to defend that? How are you going to be able to defend yourself running? Come and have a fight. Come and have a fight. Let's have a fight. I mean, boxing is what we do, but there is an opportunity to have a fight, and I'm more than ready.
Ryan, we know that Maxi, one of the nicest guys in British boxing, but he did say that he was going to end your career like he ended your brother's career as well. Am I just talking that up? Is there any part of you that wants to overcome that defeat?
It's a good story, but let's have it right. Liam won that fight, and as far as ending Liam's career, he was sparring me at the start of this. So you want to ask him again how his career did come to an end. And I think Maxi should have a lot to thank Liam for, because without COVID, you can't be British champion. Without COVID, you can't be the IBO champion, because he was there. So it's my duty to step in. And I'm looking down at Maxi here to continue something that I don't think would have happened. If Liam didn't get COVID, I don't think we would have had that. And your story's great, and I take nothing away from it. I can only give you respect for it. But your story doesn't happen if Liam doesn't get COVID.
Well, finally,
I'm here now on a whip belt, so...
And fair play to you, all credit, all respect. But the story doesn't get written like that. And you couldn't retire a Walsh. And you can't retire another Walsh. That's impossible.
You say that though, Ryan. Your defeat on Saturday, is that the end for Ryan Walsh? I mean, it's a must-win for you, isn't it?
I haven't even thought about defeat. I've never gone into a fight ever believing that the man can beat me. And I've been told it. I've got really honest brothers. when I fought Lee Selby, my brother didn't want that fight. No, you can't do this, you can't do that. Then when I fought him and we had the performance, it wasn't good enough. I was beat by experience, I was beat by the better man, but he understood. Because there was a round in there, and especially the first round, that I do have the style to beat that man. I just wasn't good enough on that night. And I've made enough mistakes in this sport where I won't be making the same mistakes with Maxi.
Well, Maxi, that escalated quickly. It was all very friendly in this building
He's a
couple
changed
of
man,
months
isn't he? I
ago,
don't know what I've done to upset him, right?
I know, but it's a real fight.
Well, yeah, that's what I want. I don't want somebody coming laying down, you know what I mean? Like, the last fight we had, our massive underdog, and I wouldn't have it any other way. In my mindset, it's same again. I like that he's here talking, you know. It only takes things like that to be said like that, where bookies will be watching and go, oh, fucking hell, he's up for it. Like, I think we better change them odds. You know, so that's how I'll approach it. You know, I'm glad he's up for it because I've had this fire in my belly. Well, I've had it for a while, but this fight in particular gives me that bit between my teeth, that fire. So I'm glad it's like this.
Things are a little bit different now for you. You're kind of like defending your position, if you like. Everything was talking about this great story and when will this end, but now you're kind of like one phone call away from changing your life forever. And if you lose on Saturday night, that phone call will never come. So all of a sudden, you know, we talk about obviously now full-time boxer, but there's so much on the line for you. And if you lose to Ryan Walsh, kind of like everything that you've built over the last couple of years doesn't become irrelevant, but you never got the chance to fully capitalise on it. So you can't afford any mistakes on Saturday.
No, but and one thing, how I approach every fight, I haven't got that mindset. I ain't got that chip on my shoulder. I'm the champion. He's got to come and take my belt. You know, the way I see it, you know, although I'm the owner of this belt, that belt can just be vacant. You know, that's on the stand there with officials. I've got to go and prove I'm worthy, that I deserve that belt. So that's how I approach it. You know, I haven't put this pressure on myself, and I don't. I just approach it as though, you know, that belt's there, vacant. I've got to go and claim it. I've got to show I'm worthy of being the owner of that belt, and that's how I prepared. You know, it's great being full-time, but I haven't took it for granted because it's took me such a long time to get to be full-time. I know what it's like going to work, getting up in the morning, shit weather, you know, and having to squeeze training in, squeeze a run here and there, try and get food on go, but, you know, I'm doing it properly now, and I appreciate it, not taking it for granted in the slightest. So I know how much it means, and you know, I ain't letting it slip. I'm not here. I said it last time, press conference last time. I'm not here enjoying it as a fan for a one-off to turn up and fight. This is how the rest of my career's going, full time.
And finally, called for you to stand there and have a war with him and show the warrior code. We want another Wood Conlon. I said earlier to you, you know, I'm not sure a lot of fighters would want another Wood Conlon, but he wants that kind of fight. We know you'll be under instructions from Sean and you'll box smart as well, but expecting this fight to be tough in parts as well.
Yeah, like Ryan's cast his net out there, he's cast out, but you know, I'm not taking bait. It doesn't matter however the fight goes, I'll do what's necessary to win. However it comes, you know, I'm fully prepared for whatever it is. So, you know, just expect me winning.
Well done, lads. Tremendous fight. Maxi Hughes against Ryan Walsh, IBO lightweight world title. Big fight for the winner of that one. Another tremendous fight, the IBF World Bantamweight Championship. Long reigning world champion Cecilia Roman against Australians Ebanie Bridges. This is a tremendous, tremendous fight. You can expect absolute fireworks in this big fight for the division. I'll start with the challenger, Ebanie. Welcome. I know you're excited about this fight. A lot of people are as well. And you know, when we talk about the other fights on the card, of course, Maxi with Sean, needed the split and the break in between Josh Warrington. You step up as co-main event, a massive opportunity to become a world champion on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely unreal, obviously, and to, you know, be like a co-main event, to be fighting in Leeds, you know, for a world title. It's absolutely, you know, I feel so grateful, and also, you know, obviously Cecilia coming over here and fighting me here. And I'm just so excited about this fight. I've been excited about this fight, or having this fight with Cecilia before even this fight happening. You know, I always thought it was going to be a great fight. I wanted the fight because I knew it was going to be a great fight, as in a fan favourite kind of fight, you know. And obviously having the world title on the line just makes everything even, you know, even more exciting for me.
We know you've had a great camp for this fight. I mean, Mark Tibbs, you know, I think a lot of trainers especially the old school trainers, Mark obviously and Jimmy, look at female boxing, sometimes they're not quite sure, but I've seen the fire in Mark Tibbs, who really wants to win this fight with you as well. This would be a big moment for him. You two have gelled really well together in camp.
Yeah, definitely. You know, moving over here and doing my camp here with Mark has been amazing. You know, definitely gelled well, and I think I've definitely changed his opinion. Or you know, he's you know seen how now women, you know, how we train and our mindsets, and yeah, I think you know obviously a lot of respect in the whole gym and everything. You know, and I'm really excited to you know be Mark Tibbs and the Tibbs family's first female world champion. You know, I'm really excited for that, and this fight means everything to me. You know, for me, this fight. And becoming a world champion is like the exclamation mark on this part of my story. Do you know what I mean? Having that belt around my waist, proving that you know you can really set your mind to things and you can do it, and just everything that I stand for. Having that belt, you know, for me is like the final point of it. Like you know, to make that real point. Like without being a world champion, like it's a great kind of story, but I think the world champion, being a world champion, it means everything to me, and I think it means a lot for like the women out there as well. Yeah, and obviously winning the belt has changed my fucking life. Like I said that, you know, being a world champion will change my life, and I'm really excited for that. You know.
Obviously, we saw in the Shannon Courtney fight. You know, we know you're better prepared now. You're more experienced now as well. But you know, you did go deep in that fight. You went to the well. You had a terrible eye injury in that fight as well. People respected the toughness. Ready to do it all again on Saturday night, whatever it takes. You're ready to go for anything in that ring.
Yeah, look, I'm always ready. You know, I've come through a lot of adversity in all of my fights. You know, and for me, I don't see me losing this fight. You know, I'm literally going for it all, and I believe that it's my time to win this fight. You know, and lo siento, mi español no es perfecto para Cecilia y los argentinos, ¿entienden? Ella es una gran campeona, una gran luchadora también. Pero este es mi momento. Esta es mi casa y esta pelea es muy importante para mí y voy a por todo.
Great words. I'll translate that if you want. She said, "It's my time. It's my house. You're a great champion. But this is my night."
Yeah, it's my night, exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And this is a good champion.
Yeah, I know all that stuff as well. Yeah. Okay. Maria Cecilia Roman, welcome. A fantastic fighter, fantastic champion, one of the longest reigning world champions in boxing, ready for a real great fight on Saturday night.
Sí, bienvenida Cecilia, primeramente, bueno, es una gran campeona, has tenido muchas peleas muy buenas y también quizás una de las peleadoras que tienen, digamos, está reinando por un tiempo más grande en el deporte del boxeo, listo para un reto muy grande el sábado.
Bueno, antes que nada agradecer a toda la gente que hace posible que esté hoy acá. Sí, siempre desde que empecé el boxeo me propuse objetivos, los cumplí todos, vengo trabajando muy duro y quiero ser la mejor boxeadora en lo que es la categoría gallo, y yo sé que la pelea del sábado va a ser, digamos, un paso importante. Quiero pelear por otros títulos también y, como dije anteriormente, empecé esto, trabajé duro, me puse objetivos, fui cumpliendo todos y los que me estoy proponiendo los voy a cumplir también.
Yes, so first and foremost, thank you very much for all the people that have made this possible. Yes, it's a big night for me on Saturday. Throughout my boxing career, I've always set myself objectives, and I've always managed to achieve those objectives. And it comes from working hard. And now my ambition is to be the best in my division. And obviously on Saturday will be another step to go on. My idea is to win other titles. As I've said before, I've worked hard, I've created objectives, and it's going to be another objective that I'm going to complete on Saturday.
We know that you're all action. You have a very exciting style as well. Ebanie Bridges comes forward the whole fight. We expect this to be a very fast pace as well. You expect yourself a great war on Saturday night and a very, very tough fight.
Sí, obviamente sabemos el estilo de Ebanie Bridges, viene a frente, siempre le gusta tener ritmo en la pelea. ¿Crees que va a ser de alto ritmo la pelea y estás listo para como una guerra del sábado también?
Sí, va a ser totalmente una guerra, un buen boxeo, un buen espectáculo para toda la gente fanática de lo que es el boxeo femenino y bueno, una defensa más exitosa para mí.
Yeah, so it's going to be a total war on Saturday. I think it'll be great for all boxing fans, particularly female boxing fans, and it's going to be another successful defence for me on Saturday night.
Maria Cecilia Roman, Ebanie, good luck to you both.